Chennai, the sixth largest city in India, is facing a severe water shortage. With the 4 reservoirs the city's population uses for water drying up, residents are forced to line up every day to collect water from trucks that carry water into the city. Chennai is just the most severe example of an ongoing drought that is leaving 600 million people in India suffering from water shortages. The conditions in Chennai are an extreme example of water shortages affecting many cities across the globe. According to the United Nations, 4 out of every 10 people are affected by water scarcity. Here are 10 other cities at risk of running out of water. Cape Town, South Africa. Cape Town's severe water shortage made headlines in 2017 and 2018 when the dam levels of the Western Cape region neared 13.5% capacity and the city was constantly in danger of running out of water. Although the city of 4 million managed to move beyond the immediate crisis thanks to conservation efforts and an increase in rainfall, it still has not achieved water security. Dam levels hover around 50% capacity below pre-drought conditions. Mexico City, Mexico. Mexico City's water issues come from its location. The city is built in a valley devoid of any above-ground water sources, and the vast majority of its water supply is stored in an underground aquifer. The city pumps out twice as much water as it puts in, leading to the water supply slowly dwindling and causing water shortages among the low-income residents of the city. The city's pipes are poorly constructed and so prone to leaks and breaks that 40% of the water supply is wasted. Cairo, Egypt. Cairo's main water supply is the Nile. In fact, the entire country of Egypt relies on the Nile for 97% of its water needs, according to Daily News Egypt. However, with the population rapidly increasing and expected to double in the next 50 years, estimates indicate that Cairo and the rest of the country will face a severe water shortage by 2025. Furthermore, poor garbage and poor sewage management threaten to pollute the Nile, according to the Washington Post. Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo is the largest water-stressed city in the world, according to a 2014 article in the journal Global Environmental Change. The city relies on above-ground water sources such as melted snow, lakes, rivers, and 4 months of concentrated rainfall for 70% of its water supply. As such, whenever the city faces a dry spell in terms of rainfall, it faces a water shortage, as has happened at least once every decade or so since the 1960s. Jakarta, Indonesia. Indonesia faces a major issue with water pollution. Up to 70% of the country's waterways are extremely polluted, according to the New York Times. In the capital, Jakarta, piped water is available to less than half of the residents. In addition, Jakarta is one of the most rapidly sinking cities in the world, lying 40% below sea level and sinking between 7 and 20 centimeters each year, which threatens its access to groundwater, according to the news site Circle of Blue. São Paulo, Brazil. São Paulo faced a major crisis in 2014 when its main reservoir fell to 3% capacity, a water supply of under 20 days. Although Brazil's most populous city has since recovered, experts warn it could be headed toward another crisis. The city's central reservoirs have become too polluted to use. 31% of its water is lost to leaks, and deforestation of the Amazon threatens to destroy one of its main sources of water, according to Circle of Blue. Beijing, China. According to a 2017 water quality report by Greenpeace East Asia, roughly 40% of Beijing's water is polluted beyond use. In addition, the city is sinking roughly 4 inches every year, depleting its access to groundwater. Because of an increasing lack of viable water sources, Beijing has invested heavily in a project to transport water from the south to the north, but this likely won't solve this problem in the long term. Bangalore, India. Several areas in the periphery of this Indian city, such as Bellandur, are home to thousands of apartment buildings that don't have access to water. These areas are unconnected to the city's main water supply, and dry weather has caused many of their bore wells to dry up. As a result of shortages in these areas, a water mafia has sprung up that forces residents to spend thousands of rupees to get water tankers delivered to their homes. Melbourne, Australia. Melbourne suffered from the Millennium Drought, the most devastating drought in Australia's history, for over a decade from 1997 to 2009. While the city has since recovered, ecologists believe the water supply is in danger due to deforestation causing the collapse of the forests in Victoria's Central Highlands, according to The Guardian. Most of the city's water supply is located in catchments in the forests, so the deforestation threatens to reduce it. London, United Kingdom. Surprisingly, for such a famously rainy city, London is facing water shortage issues due to various factors, including thousands of pipe bursts as a result of climate change weakening their infrastructure. In addition, the increasing population has caused pollution in the city's water sources. England as a whole is on track to run out of water in the next 25 years. That's our list. If you liked this video, give it a like and let us know what other topics you are interested in.